Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ultimate Puppet Guide. I am going to release the next part of the Ultimate Guide and the Codex manual tomorrow. But in between the series, I'm going to give you guys short videos on how to fix the problems that you guys are dealing with. Now, a lot of you guys are struggling with the hordes, you're struggling with the puppets. So I've come to a military point of interest over here, and I might go into a bunker. A lot of you don't like it when I use extreme settings to show the differences. So at the moment, we're on default, okay? Everything is default, okay? All the puppet encounters are default, so this is a good example of what default settings will be like, okay? On an official server or standard. These settings usually don't pose any threat to experienced players, but I'm going to help you guys. So the first thing that you want to do when you struggle with puppets, so I'm not talking about players that don't struggle with puppets and love the challenge. I'm talking about people that do struggle with puppets. I want you to start with advanced archery. For the plain and simple fact that when you've got a bow with advanced archery, you can see there's a dot in the middle of the screen. With advanced archery, if you pull back the bow, that dot stays there for quite a while. Okay, when I pull it back, the dot's there. So I don't need to practice where the arrow is going to go. I can just aim at the dot. And if I deal with any puppet that's going to come and challenge me, we've usually got the thin ones, okay, and they're dead. I'm just using metal arrows here. How do you craft a metal arrow? You basically just go to the crafting, then you type in arrow, okay, then you go to the wooden arrow metal tips, and you're going to need sticks, feathers, and the metal arrow tips, and a cutting tool. Okay, very, very easy to craft metal arrows. You just need to get a bunch of feathers at the farms that I explained to you in part 2 of the Ultimate Guide. And then once you've got a toolbox, so if we go to the metal arrow tips, okay, let's go arrow again. If you go to the metal arrow tips, you just need a toolbox and scrap metal to craft those tips, okay? 1 scrap metal and 6 uses of a toolbox is going to give you 6 metal tips. So you only need to do this twice for like 12 arrows. And I'm literally going to do this with like 12 arrows, okay? So that's a thin puppet. And then if we go to a normal puppet, you put the dart on his chest and you kill him with 2 shots, okay? And then you just pick up your arrows. And then if we go to the next puppet is probably a police station puppet, okay? Police muscle, police armored, okay? So with the police armored, 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? If you want to kill this guy faster, you go 1, 2, and 3, okay? Much quicker in the legs because you're not shooting him in the armor. Or you can just shoot him in the head. Okay, then it's 2 shots. Then it's just as tough as a normal puppet. Okay, and it's the same thing with a military armored puppet. This is the toughest puppet that you get in the game. So again, if we hit him in the chest with metal arrows, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, four arrows to the chest. But if we shoot him in the legs, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 to the leg. So if you don't shoot them in the armor, it definitely helps. And if you shoot them in the head, 1, 2 shots in the head with the metal arrow. Okay, so crafting metal arrows definitely helps. And then like you can have multiple puppets on you, but let's go for a normal puppet. Okay, let me just give you some police muscle. Okay, so the first melee weapon that you can use is a spear. Okay, and the basic guide with the spear is you stab, you move back, you stab, you move back. You stab, you move back. You stab before he gets to you. You don't want him to start his animation. Stab and move back. Okay? And even if I spawn like 3 of them, okay? I can stab quite a few in a row. So I can move my spear like this. And then all you do is sideways. Okay? All you do is you move sideways. Sideways, stab. Okay, so the basic animation to stay away from a puppet is basically just sideways. So he's going to come to me. Okay? I'm going to step sideways. He's going to miss me. 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 I stab. Miss me, stab. Miss me, stab. Miss me, stab. Miss me, stab. Okay? So it's basically just A and D. Okay? And you're walking in a circle. So I'm not like just doing this. Once he wants to hit me, I'm pressing A and I'm turning. Turning, 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 turning. Okay, and then at some point I want to stab. He comes to me, turn, stab. He comes to me, turn, stab. Okay? Turn, stab. Turn, stab. Now, the metal spear is a very, very good weapon to use. A faster weapon to use is, of course, the metal sword, okay? So, with the metal sword, you can be a lot quicker, so you can hit. You don't even have to give him time to do his animation, okay? Then you get the medieval sword, which is even better, okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then your stamina down here at the bottom, okay, your stamina, you want to fight puppets with melee weapons when your stamina is between 80 and 100%. As soon as it hits 50%, you're doing a lot less damage. And as soon as you run out of stamina, you're doing almost no damage. You can still kill them with no stamina, but it's going to take you a heck of a lot longer. Okay, so if I take the spear and I spam the hit key, like most people do, I'm just going to spam it now, okay? Maybe I've run and then I walk into a puppet. Let's just use all the stamina here. You guys can see my stamina going down there. Not only are my hits doing less damage, I'm way slower. So if I spawn in a muscle puppet now, okay, I'm going to make myself tired, and then you'll see I can't really move properly, and I'm doing a lot less damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. It takes me 8 shots with the metal spear to kill that guy, and my movement is going to be very restricted, which is going to cost me a lot. Okay, but now that my stamina is full again, okay, full stamina, we're going to go 1, wait, 2, wait, 3, wait, 4, wait, 5. Okay. So just because you're letting your stamina run low, you're losing about 50% to 40% of your damage, okay? Which makes killing a puppet really, really difficult. And then you guys know you can get the medieval sword at this castle, or you can go to the museum. And then you guys know that there's 2 Chinese shops in Summerbourg City where you could get the Dao sword, which is by far the best, okay? Because even if I take a military puppet on, okay, the tools that you're using makes a major, major difference. And now, if we go into a military point of interest, if a puppet sees you for too long, it's going to call the horde, okay? If a puppet looks at you and you don't kill it, it's going to call a horde. If you make a lot of noise, a horde's going to happen. But this is on official settings, okay? So I just want to show you guys. I know that sentry's going that way, okay? Not sure what my stealth is, but I never want to run very close to a sentry, so I'm just going to wait for it to turn this way. And then I'm just going to follow it. Just keep a good distance behind it. And then that sentry might come out of there, so I'm going over here. Because I know that sentry's going to walk that way and then walk up again. That sentry's on his way to me, so I don't really want that sentry to see me right now. So, here we come into the half moons, and this is where a bow is going to help you a heck of a lot. Okay? So, there's the suicide puppet. First thing you want to do is use the dart to shoot him in the chest so that he's sorted out. And then once again with your metal arrows, okay, if you understand where you have to hit them, then it's not difficult clearing these guys out. Okay? So now I can loot this place. Okay? I can loot this entire place. And even if I make a noise... Okay, so I spawned a horde. Focus on where I'm going to shoot them. And because I'm in here, they're going to try and slam down that door. Okay, and then I can just keep them there. Try and get my headshots. Okay. And then if a suicide puppet is there. Okay. So now I want to close the door so that they're just coming from one side. Press R because I've got an extra magazine here. Okay. And it takes a while before you can close the door. But then you close the door and you just go to your metabolism or your health, okay? And you click on the injuries and you use your medication, okay? Your bandages to heal you. But C1s don't really pose a threat. Press Shift R to check your ammo. Okay, so you can still do it. You can still do it with a pistol. It's not going to be the end of the world, okay? But you just need to, be aware of the doors. There's a bottle, there's a flashbang. But yeah, guys, these are official settings. Shoot him in the leg. Now it's gonna spawn a horde. Okay, check your ammo. They're gonna first try and open that door. Okay, so that door is gonna be opened up first. Shoot him in the leg. The door should be able to get closed now. And now if any puppets comes from this side, I'm ready for them. Okay, because I closed that door. So again, leg. Okay, just reload here quickly. Leg. They're coming from behind me. I can close this door again. Okay, go for the head. And that was a horde, guys. That was a horde. And now I can close the door again and I can loot this point of interest. Okay? So, do you spawn a horde when you make a noise? Yes. And you spawn a horde when a puppet's looking at you for too long. But there's lots of silenced weapons. You can use the bow with advanced archery. You can use melee weapons, like I've showed you how to deal with multiple puppets, like... Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly go spawn, spawn a horde. Just going to go wild here quickly. I'm going to spawn a horde with a melee weapon, okay? And that's why I show you guys the differences with higher settings. Because official settings are way too easy for experienced players, and it doesn't teach new players how to adapt to the game. You have to be challenged by the PvE elements to get better at something. You have to die to learn from your mistakes. So if the situation is too safe, then it's not good, okay? Now, of course, we need a bow for the suicide puppet. So, We dropped our bow, but we want to spawn a horde in any case. Okay, and now we're going to use this. Okay, there comes another suicide puppet, so we need a bow or anything, a throwing knife, a kunai throwing knife, you know. We need something to take out the suicide puppet with. There's no suicide puppet here. But again, I can just, you know, stuff them up like this. Here comes a horde. They're coming from that side first, so I want to handle them from that side first. Using the left and right method. Okay. I don't have to. I can use a metal sword if I want to. Okay. Hit him, turn. Hit him, turn. Turn. Hit him, turn. Hit him. Okay. Okay, there he came with a nice little punch there. Turn. Hit him, turn. Hit him, turn. Okay, so the biggest difficulty about a horde is that they can go through windows. Like, there's only 2 entrances here. And once they open a door, a timer will go off where I can close the door and let them come through this side. And then I can focus on them there. Okay? So it's very important for you just to understand how a horde works and how puppets work. And if I want to get out of the area, I just need to get out of sight. Okay, so if I don't want to fight the puppets, I just have to move out of the area. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly run to this guy because I know he's going to turn that way. We're going to spawn a horde and then I'm going to get out of sight. There's quite a few puppets here. No, not really, but in any case. We're going to come over here, wait for that guy to turn around. He's going to go that way. Gonna jog in here. Nice hiking backpack over there. Gonna wait for him to open the door. So he goes to where the sound came from. I don't have to run into the sentry's path, okay? I must just hide from wherever the threat is coming from. Now he's relaxed, okay? He can't really call his friends. And I've regained my stamina, so I can kill him and close the door. Okay, he's going to open the door again, and he's going to look at where the noise came from. And again, he's confused. He's got no idea what's going on. And if I had a bow, give me any bow, yeah? So if I have a bow, he can't see me when I lean. Like, if I can't see him when I'm upright, if I can only see him when I lean, he can't see me. So I can shoot him in the leg now. And because I can't see him if I'm not leaning, he can't see me. Okay? Because I can't see him without leaning, he can't see me. Okay? So the leaning safeguards you as well. Just remember that. I use first person a lot. If they can't see you, if you can't see them without leaning, they can't see you. It's the same with the sentry. Okay, with the sentry. If the sentry can't see me, except if I lean, you know, that's how it works. So even if I open this door, if that guy can't see me, so I'm going to shoot him, and he's not going to know who shot him, because when I'm standing upright, he can't, you know, I can't see him. I have to lean to see him. So that puppet will never know who the heck hit it. Okay? And even if I come in and I use that method again on this puppet, okay? So I could come in here, and if I don't want to spawn a horde, I want to kill them silently. Again, I shot her, but because I have to look at her by leading, she doesn't know where I am. She cannot call a horde. She doesn't know who's attacking her, okay? Because I have to lean to see her. That protects me from being, you know, from giving my position away. And you can use that anywhere in the game. So guys, if this helps you, I will give you an abandoned bunker guide as well. That's why I show you guys with increased settings, because once you understand these simple steps, everything becomes a lot easier. Once you want to play the game like a PvP game or a fast-paced game, you will run into certain problems. But once you immerse yourself and you think about how to solve solutions, and everyone that watches me on stream doesn't see me use these methods, because I need the PvE threat so that I know I'm playing a survival game. Can I use 100 tricks against the puppets? Yes, I can. I've got that knowledge. But I don't use the 100 tricks against the puppets, because then I don't learn anything. I don't improve at the game. I don't know how to solve a problem if I haven't encountered a problem. So having no puppets on the server and having no sentries doesn't help me with Scum. It makes sure that I don't run into any problems. And just like when you protect your children, you know, from everything that can hurt them, they're going to have a heart attack when they enter the real world. Okay? So there's a few tips for you guys. If you enjoyed it, if you feel it helped you, click the like button. And if you want to learn everything about Scum from a person that has made a million mistakes and learned from all of them, then click the subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.